So when you started your career, did you have any struggle? Did you have your first, I know your family, you come from a family of lawyers, and so does, I think your wife's family also has a lot of legal background, if I...
No, let me tell you, my wife's family has nothing to do with law.
Okay,
The first time she became legal in inverted commas is when she
when she married
me.
you, okay.
Otherwise, I joke and say it was illegal.
Okay.
But my family certainly is a family with law from my grandfather's time, not my father's time.
Okay.
And my father had the privilege of having reached the zenith of his profession. So it is rightly said that we were born with a silver or a golden spoon. And I entirely agree with it. But what does it mean in practice? For a litigator, not so much for a firm or for a solicitor's firm or for an office, which is more chamber work, advisory work. For a litigator, being born with a golden spoon means basically only this, that you are given a great start in life,
That's
A.
Right.
B, the average person will say that, look, he has a good legacy, a good lineage, he can't be that bad. He's so-and-so's son, so let's try him out. And it gives you the benefit of doubt for the first 3 months, maximum 6 months. That's it.
That's true.
Now, after that push, after what I call the presumption of competence and decency, it's a rebuttable presumption. And after your first 3 to 5 appearances, if you go and make a fool of yourself, if you are not competent, if you don't burn the midnight oil, if you're not hardworking, if you're not diligent, if you're not focused, then let me tell you, it's a completely mistaken notion.
That's true.
Extreme good luck may carry you from 3 months to 6 months, but it's a cruel profession out there.
Yes.
There are no prisoners taken.
Yes, that's
so it is something which is overstated again, just like the pro bono point I made earlier.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right, because I've seen that you have to prove your own, you have to make your own path and earn your own respect.
With the initial push, no doubt.
Yes.
Initially, there's a big push.
Yes.
And it is based on a presumption that you should be good and competent because you're so-and-so's family.
Yes.
And, you know, if you are that, then that push continues.
Yes.
But it ultimately depends, and I would say more than competence. Ultimately depends on hard work.
Yes.
I know enough, children of top professionals, industrialists, and of course lawyers.
Yes.
Who have just given up hard work. But I equally know of top professionals whose sons have done outstandingly well.
Yes.
I'm not talking about myself.
Yes.
Because of sheer dint of hard work and commitment.
That's right. That's right. So that I totally agree. It all is your effort and how you prove yourself and how you deliver and how you work. And there's a common belief that only so-and-so son in any profession, whichever, or it doesn't have to be legal. In any profession, they have to sooner or later prove themselves. Yes, you can get a little benchmark, but beyond that, it's all your own work after that. So your earlier years, you got some very good projects from the start, thanks to your family background?
In my case, a lot of the family background was neutralized and reversed for a different reason.
Okay.
I joined effective practice pretty late because I was doing PhD, which is rarely done in law, and also teaching for a while doing PhD at Cambridge in England, at Trinity College, Cambridge. Which meant that I became a lawyer early in the 80s, but I enrolled as a lawyer because you're entitled to on your first degree, but I actually started practice much later.
Oh.
So the result was that my father was here in the profession for only about 4 odd years.
Okay.
After I had started active practice. And there was a boost, there was a great name he had. He's an outstanding person, multifaceted and all that. But in 1991, he was appointed India's High Commissioner to UK with cabinet rank.
Okay.
And he served as the longest as India's High Commissioner to UK after Krishna Menon.
Oh, wow.
For up to 98 and early 99 and 90.
Right.
So in the basic formative period of my so-called push, he was not here.
So
he was self-exiled.
Yes.
I think what worked for me, among others, was a very strange, unrealized point, which people, frankly, a PhD is futile in law because it doesn't add anything. It's not necessary in law. I found that it gave me a benefit of doubt amongst judges and lawyers that, look, here must be an erudite person. It's a complete presumption. It need not be true at all.
That's true.
But it gave me a push. And then I, possibly for a variety of reasons I can't say, I became India's youngest designated senior advocate at 34, at age 34 in 1993.
Okay.
There again, you have a presumption for a while. and you were standing up against the solis and the falis of that time, you know, and you were actually shivering in your pants. The only friend you had at that time was your midnight oil till 2 o'clock the last night.
That's true.
And you would stand there with all your little self. You were designated a senior advocate because I became an additional Solicitor General also at 37 in 1997. So both these, of course, give you a big boost. But then you need to overcome your lack of experience because that's something you can't get overnight with sheer hard work, and you'll have to learn a lot. So I guess I just plowed on, and I can tell you I was terrified at many moments. But it's a learning process.
So who were your real, like I would say, opponents? Who were your lawyers who you were competing with in those years? I know those, but now we all are friends, and I think everyone's very mature, and the way of thinking has changed now. But in the earlier years, it was a very competitive atmosphere.
No, it's very competitive even now. See, litigators are a competitive lot.
Yes.
I always believe that unlike other professionals, litigators function in each other's eye contact all the time.
Yes.
A doctor does have colleagues, but he's within rooms doing work. Architects, engineers, industrialists, they work differently. A litigator is confined to 4 or 5 spaces, public spaces in Delhi, for example, Supreme Court, High Court, Tis Hazari, Shahadra, etc. And everybody's watching everybody else.
Yes.
If you have nothing to do, you just watch me. And if I have nothing to do, I'll just be jealous of you.
Right.
That why are you doing so many things?
That's right.
So it's a very competitive profession by nature.
Right.
And you're not bothered about the good or the bad that person is doing. It's just because why is he doing something which I'm not doing?
Right.
This is unfortunately inherent in the profession. As we grow older, as we grow to be leaders of the bar, we forget about it. But that's there, right there. So at every level there is competition. But I think on the contrary, the standards have changed. There was a standard of decency in the older days, which I've seen amongst my father and his colleagues and his peers.
Right.
I somehow find that a lot of that has declined over the years. It has become more narrow. It has also become divided into tiny walls of party political affiliations, more sectarian, more community, more state-based. These are all things I don't like about the profession. I believe that in the profession, you ultimately, first and foremost, are a lawyer. You're not a BJP lawyer or a Congress lawyer.
Yes, that's why.
You're not a Uttar Pradeshi lawyer or a Rajasthani lawyer.
Yes, that's right.
You're not a Kayas lawyer or a Bania lawyer.
Yes.
You know, that kind of, it is always there. I'm not saying the old days were glorious days.
Yes.
But the degree was less. And I think we must bring down the degree as we go along.
Yes.
I genuinely believe in that.